We're live, 250 Front Street in Toronto, Canada. It's the protest against mainstream media and their uncritical look of what's going on with the lockdown and mandates and stuff like that. Welcome, welcome. I'm gonna remove my mic soon so you can hear the speakers and what the issues are and what they are saying. It's very cold, very, very, very cold, but people are here. You know, people are here. We are right beside the CBC, which is the public broadcaster in Canada. Right, I'm gonna show you. We're right beside the CBC.
You can tell I'm a coach, right? So, this is the most beautiful thing that could happen in the last 2 years. And as much we have some suffering, myself included, it almost had to be this way. It almost had to be this way. So, I don't want to break down, so I don't want to go too much into that, but I know there's a lot of hurt. Don't force yourself. Feel it. Feel it. It's important. It's a grieving process. It's very important. And once you complete that, it's time to move on and take real action and do whatever it is. Alright guys, I'm going to please ask you whatever questions you have and I love this country. I'm not going anywhere. I'm standing and holding this freaking line. And we're going to make this happen, guys. I am free Canadian, so are you. And together we will protect all kids. We will protect all kids. Together, we will protect all kids. And we will make Canada free again. I love you guys. Stay healthy.
Hi, Matt. Again, I haven't seen you in place.
Give it up for Zoe.
I was just wondering, because of this new lockdown, many businesses, restaurants, and everything are closed. And I know many of them really want to open up. How are they going to be able to reach you? Because maybe they're scared or whatever. So could you maybe just tell everybody if there's any business owners here that want to open up?
So the first step would be is go on weareallessential.ca, register on the website, choose to be a private account first, which means you're not going to be part of our public directory, so you're not going to be like hammered immediately, right? And go through the training materials that we have available on the inside. And then the next welcome Zoom that we have available is Monday at 9 p.m. So once you register and gets approved, and we've got a new person to help us with approval right away, you can join the welcome Zoom, right? You also can reach to me directly, but the point with We All Essential is we build complete ecosystem of support and empowerment. Because I understand, I'm not going to be able one by one to really make a difference at a huge scale, right? So that's what We All Essential is all about. It's completely free. If you want to support and donate us, you can do that. You don't have to. We love you anyway. But that's basically the first step to do. And then I empower every single one of you to reach out to those businesses and just tell them that they're not the only one. There's so many people out there that are going to stand with them. They just have to join the community, and that's what We All Essential is all about. And another very important point I want to make: if you're already working with a different organization, they provide you new legal support or whatever, amazing, keep doing that. I'm never going to tell anyone that you have to exclusively be with me or with whatever movements I start. Very important. Okay, but We Are All Essential. We are Canadian national opening, and we've been doing this for over a year, so we're kind of getting good at it.
Chuck Black at Freedom Forum News. Vlad, you essentially stand, I haven't seen you in weeks. Vlad, you essentially stand on the shoulders of giants. You mentioned your colleague in the States. who inspired you. But frankly, the concept of the freedom movement go back hundreds and hundreds of years. But you have a special role. You were here at Ground Zero in March of 2020. You are essentially the current grandfather of the freedom movement in Canada. What's that feel like? You're like 40 odd years old. What does that feel like?
Well, there's two things I'm gonna say to that question. I really appreciate it, Chuck, and it's good to see you as well. Like, there's a reason why I look the way I look, and I'll be 42 on the 12th, by the way. But that's because I live a healthy, active lifestyle. And the picture that's going viral right now, which I know this is the time, guys. If there was ever a time to go all out, this is the time. But there's a really good picture right now, shared virally on social media, and there's two men on that picture. And I'm not even gonna tell exactly how they look, I'm just gonna say what's the caption underneath the picture. It says, one of these people is the worldwide health expert, and the other person is the most dangerous person, with quotation mark, right? So I'm done having these people that can't even run for 5 minutes or do 10 push-ups to tell me what's healthy, and that they're doing everything to make us healthy. It's a total joke, right? It's a healthy, active lifestyle. So when people ask me next, where's your mask? I'm gonna ask him, how much water did you drink today? That's it. It's a simple. I'm not even gonna go into the protein, the vitamins. It's a simple thing. Everyone needs to drink a lot of water. And those people that tell me to wear the mask, they probably had a glass maybe a week ago, right? But anyway, on a conversation of feeling the way I'm feeling, I feel like every single thing that happened with me, for me, and I know it's the same for you, whether you realize it or not, but every single thing that happened for you prepared you perfectly for this moment in your life. I repeat, you are at the perfect place, at the perfect time, and you're a perfect person for this moment in your life. All you have to do is claim it, and stand your ground, and do whatever it takes, and leave a legacy. What's the meaning of life, but not to have a meaningful life? No government. That's a whole other conversation to have. Oh, I like that. Thank you. Thank you.
Now, Vlad, you're a man after my own heart, because you're just saying that on your way over on the subway. You like to put stickers up on the subway. So I, here at Rise Up News, I've got a couple of stickers that I want to give you to put up on the subway. COVID-19 is a hoax, so that's for you, buddy. And now my question isn't really going to be a statement, it's more, or a question, it's going to be more of a statement. I'm just going to say this, and I just want to get everybody's reaction and your reaction. Vlad for Prime Minister of Canada.
I appreciate it. Thank you. You know what? And you know what? I'm just gonna say thank you. And to me, it just means that there's something that I do that makes sense, and I'm gonna continue doing that regardless of the outcome. But for me, I started this because I guess I'll comment on that in three ways. In one way, but three things. When I went to my very first protest on May 2nd of 2020, I showed up as kind of three identities. One, I showed up as a concerned parent. On May 2nd of 2020, my son just turned 4 years old. And already at that time, we've been in a lockdown for over a month. And at 4 years old, he was telling me, he's like, I don't want to play with other adults. I want to go play on the playground. Like, what's going on? And I already saw, and I repeat, this is May of 2020. I already saw tremendous damage being done to his development with all that bullshit. So I showed up, I had to do something. The second way I showed up to Queen's Park on May 2nd, I showed up as a health and life coach. Because I've been helping people taking charge of their personal life and doing whatever it takes to be healthy and not rely on the government and not rely on a sick care system already for combined over 15 years. And the third identity that I showed up to Queen's Park as is a proud Canadian. I showed up as a proud Canadian. I came to this country in '99 as a 19 years old international student. And I came to this country for two things: freedom and opportunity. How much of that do we have right now? What are we gonna do about it? That's the question, right? But so whatever's next in my life, I'll take it one day at a time, right? So to that comment is whatever lies ahead of me, I'll do whatever it takes, and I appreciate whatever opportunity comes my way, and I'm grateful for everything that comes to me and for me. But going back to coming as a proud Canadian and being a father of now 2 kids, and I'm blessed for that.
I can tell you this, and I don't really want to leave it. Evan, welcome. Welcome, Evan, welcome, welcome. OpinionGuru TV. Welcome to the live. We are on Front Street, outside of the CBC. Welcome.
Hey, it's brother's love, you know. So when I came to what I was gonna say is that growing up in Soviet Union, my childhood was still better than Canadian kids right now. People really need to grasp that growing up in Soviet Union and growing up in Canada right now, if I had to choose one, I would choose Soviet Union. What's up? What's up, Canada? I know, right? Now, do I agree with communism? No. I was indoctrinated into communism. That was the religion. And that's why I showed up, and this is actually, almost forgot. This is very symbolic for me to be in front of the CBC media. It's because I always say there's 3 things why I showed up to the protest. And one of them is because I saw CBC putting masks on statues and laughing about it in April of 2020. So for me, it was obvious this is the indoctrination that they're gonna do to our kids. And I was indoctrinated to communism. Luckily, I was able to get out of it. But the indoctrination that's happening to our kids right now, no, not on my watch. I know not on your watch. And like I said, we will do whatever it takes to protect all kids, not just our own, all kids, and make Canada free again. I love you guys. Stay healthy.
Thank you, Vlad. So like Vlad was saying, we are the people and we are the solution, and it's up to us to take things back, and it's up to us to tell the CBC building that, you know what? We don't like the way you do stuff anymore, and that's why we have our independent media here reporting on the real deal, reporting on what's actually going on, because you guys aren't doing it. And I don't understand why our taxpayer money is still going to support you, because in any other job sector, you would have been fired by now. I don't get it. And you know what, CBC? We actually have a nurse here. She is an ICU RN, and you have totally ignored our nurses throughout all of this. So Luba Alviano is here to tell us what's really going on in our hospitals and why she has now been terminated due to the vaccines that you guys keep telling everybody is safe and effective. And if that was the case, why is this nurse choosing not to get it? Luba?
Hi guys, my name is Luba. It's mean love. I finished my nursing education in 1981 in Russia, city Krasnodar, with a red diploma. It means honor. I wanted to be doctor, but it didn't happen. So I worked in Ukraine, Russia, Ukraine, in Israel, in intensive care units. I started to work in Canada 2004 in Mount Sinai Hospital. They accept me with a big pleasure, knowing my experience, my knowledge. And so I worked all those years, and when this pandemic started 2 years ago, I will tell you, I worked in the ICUs in Ontario, and what's happened? We had COVID union, COVID site, like COVID site. In that site, you were assigned to work like 12 hours. You were put in all these masks and the gowns, and you will stay there. In the other side, in that time, right, first lockdown, we worked without masks with the regular people. We were sitting, laughing, playing, 3 patients, 17 nurses. And I start to ask questions. What's going on? Why they said it's pandemic? No one nurse I knew died from COVID. No one. And actually all my COVID patients in that time, everybody, almost 99.9 were obese, extremely obese. They had pneumonia. They were put on DNR, do not resuscitate everybody. And they will successfully died in ICU, almost all. And I start to ask questions. I start to dig out information about viruses, about coronaviruses, what's going on. And in 1 month, I understood it's something fishy here. It's not right. I continue to work. I'm not sick. My friends not sick. We continue to work. We have ICU was empty. And one last year, as vaccination started, I paid attention that almost all my patients start to come, and I was asking, "Are you vaccinated?" "Oh yeah, we vaccinated." Yes, we. So people start to come with a heart attack, with a perforation of bowels, with all this stuff like that we know now.
Brain fog.
And my last shift, I think it was in September. I worked night in one ICU, and 100% patients were vaccinated. Among them were 12, 15, 18, 29, everybody. So now, guys, I will read you, please, Vaccine Adverse Event Reporting System. You know this, VAERS. Data released Friday by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention included a total of 1 million reports of adverse events from all age groups following COVID vaccines, including 21,382 deaths and 166,606 serious injuries between December 14, 2020 and December 31, 2020. So guys, if somebody will tell me, prevent myself and my patients, I need vaccine. So guys, I'm not crazy, knowing what's going on. See all patients. I'm not insane. And I know my friends, nurses, who is like me, they fired. So can you imagine now I can take care of people who needs my care with my experience, and I have no job? Guys, is it insane? I believe that this is for safety reason? No way. And now in sick kids, guys, and never been in the world that we treating kids with the myocarditis, pericarditis, and we have now planned, guys, how to take care of the kids with the pericarditis after mRNA vaccine. Guys, I will show you. This is a protocol, guys. It's insane. To check child troponin. You know troponin, it's released from the injured heart muscle, right? Here, guys, see kids, look at this. Myocarditis, pericarditis after mRNA COVID-19 vaccination in children. Guys, so and it's released August 6, 2021. So they knew and already started to get kids with this. And parents, stupid, idiots, killers, they taken their kids to vaccinate. I have son, 12 years old, Joey here. He's going to private school. Guys, he's not masked, no distance, and they're not sick kids. They're not sick. They're normal kids. They have cold. They have some runny nose. Nobody going running for this PCR stupid test that it's bullshit. We know this is bullshit. We have to stop. We have to stop to do this. And last one I will tell you, now I am under investigation from ONA because I'm speaking and somebody complained. And they brought my videos, they showed my videos where I was talking. But ONA, I can prove all my statement in the videos I was talking on the protest. I will prove that this is right and we have facts on this. But they investigate me for this. So no speech, no free speech in Canada. And where we going, guys? We need to stand up. I know it will finish very soon, maybe 1 year, maybe less, but we have to save our children and us from this deadly vaccine. We have to say no, and we're not going for this PCR stupid idiot test. We have to stop this. So good luck to everybody. Be strong. Save your kids. Don't afraid, guys. In Russia, my mom was in World War II. My aunt was killed by Nazi. She was hung by Nazi. So I have no fear, guys. I have no fear. It's World War III. I will stand up, and I'm standing up for my son, for my grandkids, and do the same.
Do you want to answer some questions, or are you too cold? So, Zoe from Brothers News. Luba, I was wondering, since I heard that you have some nurse friends that also got fired or that are on unpaid leave because of not being vaccinated, do you have any nurses in the hospitals that, I don't know, are not maybe getting the third shot? Do you know anything about the third shot now? If the nurses are going to get terminated if they don't get the third booster?
Of course, I know many nurses. We connected with speaking to each other. I know many nurses. They left hospitals. They didn't get second one. Some of them got first one. Was so sick. I know personally, nurse, she disappeared from the hospital, and they sick. And I know the staff is very short. So can you imagine, people have to wake up because nobody can take care of their loved one. Yes, so
People just find other jobs like me, guys. I don't care to be cleaning lady, to eat grass. I know how to eat grass, but I never ever will get this poison to my body. Never! Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Opinion Guru TV signing off. Thanks for watching. It's freezing out here. Opinion Guru TV signing off. Thanks for watching. I will catch you in the next one. Thank you. Why aren't more of the health